a lot of great people trying to do some incredible things, and I wanted our students here today, I want them to be able to touch and feel and know that it's possible, that you can live anywhere in the world, but never to forget where you come from. And so for me to be back here in this community means the world to me.
The Mary Brown Center offered opportunities. The more the opportunities, the more challenges, a person can find who they are.
If you really want something bad enough, that you're going to show up, listen, and execute, because your parents, your brother, your sister, your coaches, they can't want it more than you. They can be there to give you that support, but you have to want to be there. Sometimes, you set a goal, and you might not meet the goal, but that should determine if you should continue on or not. And I always feel for the individual that finished fourth, and might just missed it, but for me, we train to be the best. We train for second best. And all you can do is ask yourself to give 100%. And if your 100% isn't in the top 3, then accept that and figure out a way to go back and work a little harder. But it doesn't mean that you can't make it, or you're going to have the discipline to stick around for another 4 years to see if this is something that you really want.
What would you have done if you never done the track?
I think I would be doing the community work, being a teacher, working with young people.
Round of applause for Jackie Joyner-Kersee.
Make sure you drink a cup of water, and we're gonna walk around the track. I don't want to see how fast you are today. Maybe later on, I'll come watch you. But we're gonna do this in a way that we put safety first, and it's your safety.
This is what you used to see.
No, we're going to do JJK at the center. Yeah. Y'all let other people who don't get to see me on a daily basis.
Who else? I'll JJK back. Thank you.
Most people call me Jackie, but my name is Jacqueline. And it was hard learning how to spell Jacqueline because I would forever not put the E behind the U, or I leave the U out. But anyway. Here on the grounds, when we first opened back in 2000, it was really, we've always used sports and education. But sports have always been the hook and allow us to expose our students to things that they don't think they need to be exposed to. But for me, one being reading, trying to make sure that they can read at grade level. My mother and my father, they were teenagers. They had my brother and I first 14 and 16 years of age. My mother wasn't able to finish high school, but she knew the importance of making sure that I get an education. And that's why she wasn't really against athletics, but it was that I needed education. And she knew how tough it was when she went to fill out an application and she received rejection all the time. And so, and not having that solid foundation of an education made it more challenging. And so she didn't harp on it, but she really, really pushed me, being the oldest girl. She was really preparing me for life.
Right now we're on the corner of 14th and Pickett, East St. Louis, Illinois, close to the home where Jackie grew up at.
It was a very tight-knit community, but people from all over, the different area, and so the Mary Brown Center really being the focal point where people would come from the north, the south, the east, and the west to the Mary Brown Center, because that was really the only recreation center we had in the area.
This was an apartment building Then there was a house, and then there was another house, and right by that tall bush there was their home, 1433 Pickett.
Having Catherine Dunham, who was from here, and the Dunham teachers would come over and teach us, African dance. And then I learned how to do my Roman numerals. At the center, they would bring different people in. So you would be at the center majority of the day, and then once summer hit, then you're going out into the park where they had the swimming pool, or they playing baseball, softball. You had the adult playing baseball. My father was very instrumental in helping my mother to understand athletics, and that it was something good, being able to work with other, people, and knowing that there's coaching in different arenas. So a coach is just like a teacher. My father always felt that I was good. He would always challenge me.
Having grown up with the Mayor Brown Center being constructed, she created something within herself. I'm going to get the resources in place so that I can come back and build. And that's important, because you're gonna run into all kinds of odds, political odds, monetary odds, the whole 9 yards, But she's willing to take that on at, let me get it right, at 24 years old. At 24, her conversation has always been about giving back. It just so happens that when she came back in '88 and found out that this center had closed, that she began to dream, well, maybe I can reopen the center. And if I can't reopen the center, then let me build a center. This is inside her head, inside of her heart.
We teach our young people through our Winning in Life about real life experience. And rejection comes along with what you do sometimes. Then how do you handle that mentally, and how do you deal with the stresses that you're faced with? So through athletics, that you learn to deal with, one, having confidence, one, understanding the desire to want to do this, two, the determination and grit, but then also learning sportsmanship, where service come in, and values. So all those things are a part of what Winning in Life is all about. We talk about the emotional and social responsibility, but more importantly, these are life skills that is our hope that's transformative once they come from being a young person to adolescent, on to adulthood, and then out into the real world.
It's something about each one of us that we have to discover inside of us about what we want to do, and then apply the energies to be successful at it. And those are the things that always caught me. Jackie would talk about where she started, and she would ask Coach Ward, for example, well, how do I get to first place? I'm in last place. How do I get to first place? And he would say, you have to work at it. And she was willing to walk away from him and say, okay. The plan was, again, to keep her in a safe environment and to educate myself and the coaches around me who would be involved in her life about this thing called track and field. So it's been a journey just watching Jackie continue to develop and becoming the person that she is, a philanthropist, a community activist, organizer, inspirational to young people. And now she's being recognized for her educational efforts at the JJK Center. So it's holistic body, mind, and spirit. She's embraced it, and I'm still in a position to be influenced by her successes so that we can continue to duplicate it in our community. Just a fact. Congratulations, Jackie. Well deserved. You've been on top of this for over 50 years. This has been your life dream. And the things that you saw develop at the Mary Brown Center, a building in construction, you're doing a campus right now on the north side of town. You need to be just saluted for all the things that you do, and that you continue to give back to East St. Louis, and not only the young people, but the parents, the senior citizens that are here, to all of us. Just be blessed and continue to do what you do. Build your dream. Continue to build your dream. Just love you.
Yeah, so the gardens used to be there. So now this would be a whole innovation center, the Food Agriculture Innovation Center. Yes. You know, we're talking about it from the food perspective, but we have a lot of young people that are entrepreneurs and want to know about, uh, cosmetics and realizing, making that connection that it starts with agriculture. When you talk about clothing and having your own line, and then, the financial literacy that comes in there and teach them about business. And so it's just really exciting times.
I just want to say, Miss Jackie, thank you so much for the opportunity. This is a great foundation for the kids. Keep them out the streets, give them something to do, and just thank you.
For me, it all starts with God. Without God, none of this is possible. And I have to always be thankful for the gifts, but then also to recognize that Dave and Thelma Steward, this honor.
The love and joy and the peace and the kindness and the humbleness and the way that you engage with young adults, but also with everybody that you know. Thank you for your friendship. Well done, my good and faithful servant.
And we love you, and you can't do anything about it.
I am just so humble and honored, for Dr. Suggs and the committee to select me to be the recipient of this Lifetime Education Achievement Award. And then also, to my family and friends, and, my husband, Bob Kersee, who is always, the man behind the scene that most people don't see, but really put the master plan together. And all I had to do is go out and execute.
As East Chicago, Indiana, born and bred, I feel a kindred spirit with Jackie Joyner-Kersee, East St. Louis, Illinois, born and bred. And thank you, Jackie, for all you've done for others over the years in your community and continue to do. Keep up the good work.
Jackie, thank you for all you do, for your work as an educator, for your guidance and wisdom shared with the youth in East St. Louis and to kids throughout the country. You're just a wonderful gift to our world. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. You're simply the best. Love you.
Jackie, I always knew that you would be great at whatever you decided to do. That I remember the Mary Brown Center where we was play basketball, African dance and all that. So it's not surprising that you came back to East St. Louis and gave back to the children. And between all of this, I know that you wish Mom would be here to see you. And I am so very proud of you. Wow, that's all I can say.
Hi, Jackie. It's me, your baby sister, Deborah. We had the Mary Brown Center growing up, and the kids these days have JJK Community Center, and as well as the amazing JJK, the lady herself, always ready to listen and give advice to anyone that she sees seeking out for assistance. I must say, Jackie, you're an amazing sister. You stepped up into a mother role when we lost Mama. For those of you that don't know this, Jackie nurtured me and took care of me when I was pregnant with my first child. Jackie was 23 years old. Jackie, she was my mother. She was my sister. She was my doctor. And she was all my prayers. Thank you, Jackie. I love you and congratulations. And I appreciate everything that you have done for us as your family and as far as the community. I'm so proud of you.
Jackie Joyner-Kersee and Al Joyner became the first brothers and sisters ever to win Olympic medals on the same day. But little do people know that Jackie was one of the big reasons that I won my Olympic medal. She'd been more than a motivator. She was always there for me. Matter of fact, sometimes she was the big sister instead of the little sister. And I know the people who's honoring her tonight know how great she is as a person. But I want to let you know she's also a great sister, a great wife, a great friend, a great auntie. She's a great everything. But most of all, she's just a great, wonderful human being. I can't thank you enough for honoring her and giving her roses while she's here so she can see the people and hear the people. Let her know how much she is loved. I love you, sis. Have a great night. And to all the people in the audience, thank you for honoring such a great woman.
I'd just like to thank and congratulate Jackie Joyner-Kersee for her fantastic work from building the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Youth Foundation, the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Foundation, the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Center, the Jackie Joyner-Kersee Boys and Girls Club. Not only is she a global champion in sports, but she's even a bigger global champion in educating our youth. So at this time, Jackie, my loving wife, I'd like to congratulate you on receiving the 2024 Excellence in Education Lifetime Achievement Award.
I would forever be grateful, to my family here at the JJK Center, and then all the extended families, all the other people who pour into me and help me to continue on this journey.
Big congratulations and salute to the legend, Miss Jackie Joyner-Kersee. You are indeed a representative of St. Louis and the St. Louis area in such a real way from the very time you burst on the scene to all of the educational work you're doing. And congratulations on your St. Louis American Salute to Excellence Award. We celebrated tonight to the fullest.
The people of East St. Louis have always been proud of Jackie Joyner-Kersee. We're proud of her when she played for the Lincoln Tigers and she would go to state and rack up these ridiculous scores. She would just kill all those players, all those teams from Chicago. We were proud of her when she became an Olympian, and we were proud of her when she took her skills and talent and connection, brought it back home to help the community. She is an extraordinary role model. She's a hero, and I'm glad to be able to brag that I'm from her hometown. Congratulations, Jackie. You're the best.
My big sister that I never had, the mother who replaced my mom in the absence of her, would be my Aunt Della Gray, because she always keep me grounded and always there when I need to be pushed and nudged. And I got to thank Coach Nino Fenoy as well, because Coach Nino Fenoy and the whole East St. Louis Lincoln family, I'm just would be forever in debt. The journey doesn't end here. There's still work that needs to be done. Just amazing.